Hey, welcome back. As you may be able to hear behind me, renovations are still underway. And instead of making another video about that, I thought I would go into a little bit of detail about why and how I actually got this bar. And if you are thinking about opening your own bar in Thailand, maybe some information that might help. Now, I'm no expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt, but this is some of the things I ran into. Now, as I went into last video, I'm from Canada and I came out to Thailand last year during the pandemic and spent a lot of time in Chiang Mai. During that time, I was introduced to this area by a couple friends here. Now, last year was a lot different from this year. Last year, this area was very quiet. There's probably 6 or 7 bars that weren't even open last year. And honestly, the majority of the time, we're only 2 or 3 were really going. So when I came back this year and everything was really popping off, as much as I've seen anyways, I know a lot of people say it's been a lot busier in the past, but this is the busiest I've seen it. I really wanted to open a bar here. Now, we were looking in other areas. We were thinking about maybe doing the night market or in Santitam. My partner has a bar already in Santitam. But we decided to go here because this is where we really wanted to buy the bar. So we chose this bar, and I'd known about this bar previously. This one it's been closed for a couple years due to the pandemic, and it was closed before that. It was owned by a foreigner before. And I always liked it. I liked the position, and I liked how it was enclosed. And so we decided to go with this one. Now, it's not going to be easy. It's a bigger bar, and it's right in the back corner, as I stated before. But I really think that we can make it great. So the interesting thing here in Thailand is that you don't always actually... So the interesting thing here in Thailand is a large percentage of the time, you don't actually have to buy the business itself. You simply rent a piece of property and then you start a business. Now, unfortunately, here in the boxing area, that's not the case. There's actually one owner. He owns the entire area. It's actually been in his family for quite a while. And he built the boxing stadium as well as the Muay Thai ring itself. So he built all this and then he sells the bars to individual people and rents them out. So we actually had to buy the bar for 300,000 baht and then rent it out 20,000 baht a month. Now, the big thing here in Thailand, and this is really the crux of the issue for a lot of people purchasing businesses or property or anything here in Thailand, is it has to be owned 51% by a Thai person or people. Now, it can be multiple people, it can be 10, 20, doesn't matter, but it has to be 51% owned by Thai people. So you really have to focus on finding either a good partner or protecting your assets some other way. Now, that can cause a lot of issues for people, either by just peace of mind or they go into business with the wrong person. Now, not to jinx myself, but I actually think I lucked out. My business partner already owns another bar in Santitam, so she is actually in a good position to help me with this, as well as being somebody that I can trust to go into business with in the long term. There actually are ways that you can safeguard yourself. Of course, it's not 100% like nothing is, but there are ways that you can make it so it's a lot harder for you to lose your assets. Number one is that, as I said before, it has to be 51% owned by a Thai person, but it doesn't have to be a single person. That can be multiple people. And so you can either find 2 people, 3 people who don't know each other and put portions of that 51% in their names, so you're still the majority shareholder. Or you can actually hire a business here, because there are firms here that specialize in taking percentages of companies to safeguard owners. Now, another way you can do it is make a secret contract. And that is a contract that you and your partners sign and then leave with a lawyer in case of any disputes. Now, everybody has to be fully upfront, and that's only used in the case of any disputes between you and your partners. But really the main thing is to find a good partner. And again, I'm not trying to jinx myself. I hope I found a good one. But make sure that they're a good partner that you can trust in the long term, and then maybe use these other methods as a way to safeguard yourself even further. That's what I'm doing. And I hope that I don't screw myself over. Now, another big complication is the language. I don't speak Thai. I want to, but at the present I don't. And right now we're doing renovations. We're dealing with suppliers, contractors, even shop owners, buying the different things that we're going to need to open this bar, and 9 times out of 10 they don't speak any English. And so that means that I have to put a lot of trust in either Google Translate or my partner, who luckily enough speaks English, to actually solve these issues that we're having. But if you didn't have something like that, or you didn't know somebody here who spoke Thai, that could be very, very difficult. So keep that in mind when you're coming here, because even if you buy a bar, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to speak with the contractor. So that's about it. I just wanted to do a quick update on the bar and how I actually came about doing this. If you have any other questions, please let me know. We are really pushing hard to open on Friday, December 30th. And so if you're in the area, come check us out. Cheers.